Peace, 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 peace. Family, what's good? It's your brother God Science. I'm up in here once again. Shout out, special salute to the few that do watch the videos and subscribe. I really appreciate y'all. I'm out here in the night scene, chilling, waiting for some takeout. Them oxtails, man. Jamaican oxtails. There's a spot here. It's just off the hook. Anyway, man, I wanted to talk a little bit about this George Floyd trial. Man, I know a lot of people don't follow that shit. Well, this trial, I know a lot of people are because of what happened. I mean, you know, this shit been going on for years, and it's still going on. You know, George Floyd, God bless his soul, just happened to be on camera, and that shit was like real intense. You see this dude kneeling on his brother's neck, and he's just basically his life just leaving him. So it's crazy. And I watch a lot of court shit. O.J. Simpson's. I remember when that trial was going on, I was watching that shit. I remember down here in Florida, what's her name? Kirstie Anthony, or I forgot her name, but the girl that killed the daughter. Um, I was watching that shit, and so I like watching trials and stuff. You learn a lot about the law. I love to learn, and looking at this trial, man, I'm looking at the defense because that video just says a lot. You know what I mean? That shit just says a lot. And as a black man, I'm not going to be surprised if he gets the least of any of those charges, if he gets charged. You know what I mean? Because I think if he doesn't get charged, there's gonna be a little bit of ruckus. Um, but if he does get charged, it probably is gonna be the least. Now, the reason why I say that, if you watch the defense today, they were actually showing cameras from different angles that I didn't see. We just I basically just saw that dude kneeling on his knee, and I'm not saying that these officers were fucking right. All of them need to fucking do time because even though it was, if you look at brother George Floyd, he was like real. Now he struggled with opioid addiction, and I got personal experience with that. You know what I mean? When I was younger, I was so-called, diagnosed with a chronic condition, and I had to take painkillers sometimes, even when the surgeries that I went through. I had a lot of them. Praise God, I'm still here, which is a miracle, and that's why I'm always grateful because of the shit that I've been through in my childhood. And I got addicted to those pain medications. It's been like probably 8 years since I took a pill, but back then, man, I was on fentanyl, all kinds of shit. I was doing pills before that shit was cool. Back in the 90s, because I got diagnosed when I was 15. And one of the things that homeboy was trying to say, the prosecution, was that if he died of an overdose. I know a lot about opioid overdose, and your ass is not fucking fighting or shit. You're fucking out. You're unconscious. It suppresses your breathing. So you know what I'm saying. So you gotta respect that shit. That shit ain't like weed. You know what I mean? And but you can see, if he wasn't something, he was real, and I can't blame him. And the reason, and what I chalk it up to, is black trauma, man. It's traumatizing to be fucking, you know, black in America. Not only do you have to deal with fucking, the shit at your job. If you're working a job, you got to deal with, one time out here, you're clean as hell. You probably not even in the streets, and a cop jump behind you, and you're fucking nervous and shit. You know what I'm saying? These are things that I don't know if the jury would fucking understand. And that one, I forgot his name, but that little black dude said it the best. He was like, yeah, African American, they're not gonna help him. They could have done the extra mile after he's down and he's not moving, check his pulse and shit, get off his fucking neck. You know what I'm saying? And check his pulse. You know what I mean? The brother didn't want to go in the car, and I can also attest to that too, because back in the days when I was in the streets doing dumb shit, I got arrested and I got put in the back of that car, and that shit is, you're fucking scared, so you're breathing heavy and shit. And when you go in there, it is claustrophobic. I felt like I couldn't breathe either, and I asked the cop, "Can you please just, crack the window so I can breathe?" While he was driving me to jail, and I fortunately had a cop that cracked it for me. You know what I mean? So that shit is real there also, and you come up to the dude and you pull out a gun. That's you scaring them there too. I mean, he sounds like a perfect example of what a person, a black man in America that watches the news every fucking night and shows them just shooting us down crazy. When a cop pull you over, you all over. You're fucking scared. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna want to admit it, but them niggas just it's like you nervous and shit because they got the fucking guns, and you don't want nothing to go wrong. So but he was real nervous and shit like that. And I don't know, what's in his system. I heard he had some fentanyl or something like that. I don't know about his mind state, his mental mind state or anything like that. But I do know, that shit is normal to us. You know what I mean? But they coming at, I think from looking at this whole, the whole defense move, what they're gonna try to do is use that scientific, the autopsy and shit like that as their defense to try to him say it wasn't his fault that he passed away or some shit. But the thing with me is, regardless if he didn't want to get in the car and shit, and you got him down on the floor and he was fucking handcuffed, your ass could have got off his fucking neck after a while, bro. You shouldn't even be doing that, but you could have got off. And I think it's gonna be real fucking hard to beat. But like I said, I'm not gonna hold my breath on that shit, because where we at? We're in America, right? And it's just, that's just how it is. They don't respect our life like they respect theirs. But like I was telling my son, he's gonna get his. He's gonna get his. When you understand the laws of the universe and how it works, this is why it's good to forgive people when people do you wrong. I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard, especially when somebody do some real dirty shit to you, someone that you trust, someone that's close to you. But what goes around comes around. You know what I mean? The energy you put out is gonna come back to you. This is like the low level information, consciousness. It comes back to you, and in order for so a person doing you wrong, when you forgive them, you release that energy. All you doing is holding that shit in and destroying yourself by holding that negative energy. But when you release it and you forgive them, you write that shit down, I forgive whoever, and you say it, you release that energy, and guess where it's gonna go? Right back to him who gave it to you. So he gonna get his shit, even though he don't if but like I said, that video, which is hard to fucking watch, man, it's I don't give a fuck if he had shit in his system or whatever. That's a long time for someone to be in someone's neck, man. And I'm not a psychologist, but in college I took a psychology class, and I always say it's one of the best classes I ever took because it tells you a lot about human beings. And one of the number one things that I learned is body language. Body language is like 80% of communication. And you putting your hands in your pocket, it shows something. That one simple thing that he did shows something. That you're comfortable, you don't care about the situation, you don't give a fuck about who the hell your neck is on. But you will get yours, bro. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, man. What y'all think about the trial? Are y'all even following it? Do you think he's gonna, get something? Is he gonna walk out of there like that Rodney King? They ain't gonna let that shit happen. Well, I'm not gonna say never with this fucking country, but you know. Anyway, man, y'all stay safe out there, and salute once again if you made it this far and listened to me. Subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate y'all. If you want to support the channel, subscribe, man. It's free. You know what I mean? Subscribe is free. I ain't gonna beg you for money or any shit like that, you know. But I'm never gonna turn down money. I'm gonna look at that as, blessings from me. But subscribe, yo. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, man. And just gonna keep watching and see what happens. Peace.